When the subsidy removal was announced, we had thought that the government will first of all engage labor, okay? Because without putting palliative on ground, removing subsidy will have an adverse impact on Nigerians. So we had thought that before the removal of the subsidy, labor would have been engaged. And so the palliative that the government planned for would have been on ground. Issue of transportation, okay? Issue like the minimum wage, issue like the refineries. These things should have come on board, and then by the time we are taking out the subsidy, the minimum, the impact will be very, very minimal. But that was not the issue.
Okay, now, comrades, again, Nigerians have raised concerns that what was labor, organized labor, doing in light of the fact that the Petroleum Industry Act was passed into law and there was a timeline when subsidy would end.
Yeah.
And that the previous administration said they only budgeted for subsidy up till June this year.
Yeah.
So people are asking, what was organized labor doing? Why were you not knocking on governments or asking them, this time is drawing near, what are you doing?
That is the issue. It is not that the labor is not knocking at the door of the government. Okay? Labor were there. In fact, labor even aligned with the government to say subsidy should go, because we have seen it as a scam all these years. And so any government that comes in, we want to use subsidy as a basis of not doing what they are doing, what they're supposed to do, to provide social amenities. So because of this, labor aligned with the thinking that subsidy should go. But before you do that, like as I've said, certain things must be in place. Okay, come to think of it, immediately the subsidy was removed, a meeting was arranged between the federal government and labor in Abuja. And then we got there. They said we should bring our concerns. Fine. At a point, we highlighted those needs, that Nigerians are suffering. Petrol PMS on price from 195 naira to 617 naira is unbearable. What we have to do now is, one, to provide national minimum wage to a tune of 200,000 naira. That is one. Two, flood our cities and towns with buses that will reduce the impact of transportation. Okay. Three, the issue of this compressed natural gas, which is an alternative to PMS, should also come on stream so that people will have alternative. Okay, and so many others. Now, when we are thinking that a steering committee will be set up, okay, to look at this, and also don't forget that the refineries are down now, they are not working. We have also said the 4 refineries in the country must work.
Okay, comrades, pardon the interruption.
Yes.
Talking about the refineries.
Yes.
The government has invested billions of dollars for a 20% stake in the Dangote refinery.
Yes.
This has been going on for some years.
Yes.
So Nigerians are asking, where was Labour when these investments were made? Why didn't Labour come out to compel the government to say, hey, instead of putting this money in Dangote refinery, why don't we fix our own? Then why didn't Labour come out with this sort of vision? The
question you asked is that before the investment was made, was Labour carried along? Labour does not run the day-to-day activities of the government. And so for anything that government wants to do, we should give it to carry his social partners. And so if we are not carried along, we can't go and knocking at the door to say, oh, you have an investment here. You are just telling me. Otherwise, I don't know. So if the government has come to us to say, oh, you should be part of this, why not we'll be part of it? As long as it is aimed at alleviating the problem of this country.
Okay, now in organized labor's opinion, you've asked for 200,000 naira. Is it minimum wage?
National minimum wage.
National minimum wage.
Yes.
Is that realistic given our current financial situation in the country?
If we are financially disciplined, I use the word. If the government is financially disciplined, it is not out of place. 200,000 naira is just the minimum.
What about the informal sector? What about people who are not your members?
Yes.
What happens to them? Because they will be forced to go to the same markets to buy the same gari.
Yes.
You that you earn 200 minimum are buying. How will they survive?
The government also came up. They said they want to borrow $800 billion. And out of this $800 billion, $500 billion will be given to the most vulnerable Nigerian. And we ask, what is the definition of most vulnerable? Because we are here in this country where we have this issue of market money. No, money for traders. You were here. You were here, trader money. You were in this country where they said the former vice president named to the market and were distributing money in form of loan, unaccounted for. And we went to the government to say, okay, if you are saying you are going to pull out 500 billion to the most vulnerable, because series of meetings were going on at Abuja. Even 3 years ago, we still had similar meeting. You know what they did? They sent their personal assistant to come and meet with labor. What mandate was personal assistant have to discuss with labor leaders, and so we staged the workout from that meeting. So the government is not taking labor serious, and the only language to my own understanding that government understand is this kind of protest. And that is why we said, since they are not giving us the listening ear, let's go and protest. Maybe they will understand this time around.
The government will address transfer not to the pocket of politicians, but to very poor Nigerians. Because our experience in the past is that those exercises were to enrich politicians and their cronies. So we are determined to ensure that this time around we want to engage and discuss how will this get to very ordinary people. We were concerned that government should be able to provide in the immediate mass transit buses and also provide opportunity for people to migrate from petrol to CNG, which is far cheaper. Which is far cheaper. So these are the things that we reach in that agreement. And the government will also review its policies and make it in the interest of Nigerians. They sign, we sign. But between June 5 and now, nothing concrete has happened. And if you listen very carefully to President Tinubu 2 days ago, yes, good statements, good promises, no concrete thing that we can hold on to. So, and that's why we are saying that Nigerians cannot continue to live in this misery. Nigerians cannot continue to live in this state of poverty. And that government has the purpose of utilizing resources of the nation to serve the maximum welfare of its people, not a few rich people. Because as it is, subsidy is for the rich. When I say subsidy, not just petrol subsidy now, we are subsidizing our rich people. The poor are paying taxes, workers are paying taxes. What tax are the rich paying in our country? So it's time to tax the rich. It's time to tax the rich, so that whatever they get from the rich can be used to support the poor. That's what we want at this critical period. We are patriotic citizens. We need patriotic politicians and elite to stand up at this critical period, not to further extract from the poor people of Nigeria. But because what they are doing is that they are extracting more and more, and the poor are giving enough. There is no more to give. We have given enough.
There's no more to give.
We have given enough.
No more to give.
It's time for the rich and the powerful to give to this country. It's time for them to pay taxes. Yes, it's time to allow
the poor to breathe.
Allow the poor
to breathe.
Allow the poor to breathe.